You've likely heard the warnings about a busy Thanksgiving travel week, or maybe you're still carrying around the scars from previous holiday travel trouble.
Oh, no, when you put it that way, Ben. Either way, we have called in travel expert Peter Greenberg to help us navigate the next few days. Last Christmas, we saw what can happen when the airlines are not prepared. Southwest's entire system, you remember, melted down. So he's going to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect this year. I am hoping that maybe we're in a better place this time around and that those issues have been fixed and we're in a good place. What can you tell us, Peter?
Well, let's start with some good news. You know, when you see the stories about 55.4 million Americans expected to travel over Thanksgiving, that doesn't mean tomorrow. It means it started last Thursday and will go through the 28th of November, which means people have spread out their departures. They've also spread out their returns. So usually tomorrow is the worst travel day of the year, not so much tomorrow. A lot of people got a head start both by car and by air, and that's good news right there. They've sort of mitigated the chaos. They haven't eliminated it, but they've reduced it. And the good news is, for most of the country, they're not going to get hit by weather. However, you know, you've been reporting on the weather. You know that on the East Coast there are some problems. There's problems in the Rockies, and that will have an impact in those cities if you're trying to get there or trying to get from there.
Well, United sent us a couple of stats to put things in perspective. So this is going to be their busiest ever Thanksgiving travel week for the Chicago-based carrier. 5.9 million people flying. That's 5% more than before the pandemic. The airline's going to operate an average of 3,900 flights per day. That's 3 flights every minute. And at O'Hare, United expected tomorrow and Sunday to be the busiest travel days. But Peter, you just alluded to it, and that is this interesting trend we're seeing, thanks, I guess, to remote work. Does that really mean the old days of saying, oh, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is going to be terrible and Sunday coming home is going to be awful? Does it have that big of an impact when people can spread out their holiday travel?
There's been a dramatic change in the post-COVID world because seasonality is no longer on the table. People are not talking about where they're going next summer. They're talking about where they're going next week. And as a result, they're extending business trips to leisure trips. They're adding leisure trips to business trips, and they can work remotely in many cases. So that's also contributed to the fact about why so many planes are full all the time. Now, they will drop off. The best time to travel will be the week after Thanksgiving. That's the dead week when everybody's recovering from that dysfunctional family get-together. And the next best, yes, that's what I'm saying. And then the next best time to travel is after January 3rd for that week, again, because everybody's just recovering from New Year's. So if you'll see in those 2 weeks, airfares dropping sometimes precipitously, so like 60% off. Same thing with hotel rates. So if for any reason you want to celebrate the turkey next week, it's a smart move.
Okay, we try to be smart around here. I want to ask you, though, you know, every year it seems like there is somewhat of a meltdown, whether it's a system failure or weather is an issue or something always tends to happen that slows some of the flights down. So if, let's say, people are in a situation like that where their flight gets canceled or delayed, what should they be doing? What are some precautions that they can take early on?
Well, one thing is if you're connecting flights, never book a flight that has less than a 2.5-hour connect time, because if you miss that first flight or that first flight's late, they can't put you on a later flight because it's going to be full. What a lot of smart travelers are doing, it does require an investment, but you'll get it back, is they're booking a second flight in their midpoint city as a refundable fare later on. So if they miss that first flight, they're still protected on the second. And if they don't need the second, they just refund the fare.
Wow, that's a level of preparation I wasn't ready for.
That's Peter Greenberg style preparation. Peter, we always appreciate your expertise. Happy Thanksgiving.
Right back at you guys.
You can get more at petergreenberg.com.